Okay, personal vlog. I talked about this yesterday about how I've been kind of like anxiety hangover mode. And I've also been doing a lot of vlogging about how COVID has really shown me just how much basically every now that I'm around fewer people, it's so clear to me. It's a lot easier for me to realize when I'm soaking up somebody else's emotion. And I just had this thought as I was thinking about something else that happened today. It's okay. A friend of mine had something bad happen to them, and that person had something bad, really bad happen to them recently, like 2 months ago. They're going through a really hard time right now. They've got a lot of different stuff in their personal life that's really hard. Like any one of these things would fucking suck, and then they had an accident yesterday. So what I noticed this morning was I have this like I started to feel stressed yesterday by that, and then I started to feel it a little bit this morning, and then there was something that happened that made me say well, I have a concern that I'm going to get pinned, tapped in to do a little bit of stuff that maybe I don't have the bandwidth right now to do, as much as would love to help in a different situation. And so I need to set a boundary about that. And so I thought to myself, people are gonna like, I'm just gonna have to say I can't do all. I don't want to get too specific, but I can't do all the things that I got asked to do. So I'm just gonna have to say, look, I'm really sorry, but I can do X amount, but I can't do Y amount. Um, and that made me what I realized in this moment was how much of that um how much of that stress I'm really taking on as my own stress. Like, and no, it's no wonder I feel such a strong need to help people in those situations, because I think I am stressing out. I'm feeling those emotions and I want those emotions to go away because it's too much. And so I'm trying to do whatever I can to make that seem less stressful for that person, not just to be nice and be helpful for them, but also because I will feel less stressed if they're less stressed. So it just occurred to me today, this morning, just because of some stuff I'm working on and because this thing happened, that it's no wonder I've been feeling really overwhelmed the last 10 to 14 days, because a lot of people around me are really overwhelmed and this is such a busy time. And I do soak up everybody else's energy. And so I'm not just feeling whatever it is that I'm feeling what my parents are feeling, what my spouse is feeling, what my friends are feeling. I'm feeling all that shit. And so if they're going through a hard time, what my students are feeling. So if they're going through a hard time, then I'm really going to soak that up, and then it's going to start to impact me. And it's no wonder that I hit my overwhelm threshold last week, when I was literally, I have never depersonalized quite, other than having a panic attack. I think that's the first time last week, a week ago, Thursday, that I guess it was 2 weeks ago. Time flies, where I really felt like I didn't realize it until later, until I calmed down, but I was really doing that depersonalization thing. And I've never done that other than when I was having a panic attack, and I hadn't quite gotten to panic attack stage. And it just occurs to me that as I'm on this journey of working through being so sensitive to other people's energy, I need to figure out ways so that I'm not absorbing it and hitting that peak of overwhelm, um, but then I'm still can be sympathetic and empathetic and helpful and all those good parts of my personality. Like, I don't want to lose that part of it, but I need it to where it doesn't hit. I need to do a better job of managing it so I don't hit overwhelm, because again, no wonder I hit overwhelm if I'm feeling like, if most people are feeling um just their own feelings, I'm feeling everybody in my bubble's feelings and then some other people's feelings too. Like, I'm really I and so no wonder. And Wyatt is super awesome in that Wyatt does the same thing. And so it really shows me how no wonder he gets over his threshold, because I get over, and that's something I didn't realize about myself. No wonder I've been this anxious person my whole life. It's because um might not, well, a good portion of my life. It's, or for a long time, just shut down and shut people out. I bet I shut people out as a kid just to deal with this. And then I started letting people in, and now it's too much, because I can't be feeling the emotions of 10 people. One, me, that's enough. But again, it's no wonder that like when Rachel's in a down place, I'm going to be in a down place because I'm feeling all that. Plus I'm feeling my stuff, plus I'm feeling my student stuff, plus I'm feeling my friend stuff. So just realized I didn't realize until I was talking to Rachel about this over summer. I actually thought it was totally, literally, I'm 38 years old, and it just dawned on me in like July that it's not normal to feel what other people are going through. I can't remember ever not feeling that. I can't even identify what, I can't even imagine what my life would be like. I don't, that's such a fundamental part of how my brain works. I can't even imagine how that would work. And I'm never going to be that person. That's not how my brain is wired. So, it had never dawned on me. So it's no wonder that I'm having all of these like realizations about this, because I've just become aware that that other people don't do this. Like it's like 5% of people do, they're wired the way I am. Not very many. Good times.